Mitch from the Upland Path channel. As we're getting closer to hunting season, it's a really exciting time. Today I really wanted to cover what I keep in my Upland vest in order to help you all if you're just going out on your first journey for hunting some pheasants or maybe even some grouse, kind of what to keep in your gear on your day trips. So let's kind of go through, I'll walk you through what I keep in my Orvis vest, the gear, what to have, what things I don't carry, and we'll kind of go through that all. So come with me. Now for me, I'm running the Orvis wax cotton strapped vest. What I really like about this vest is that it's very light, especially for me when I'm doing potentially 20 to 30 miles in a weekend. Keeping as much weight off my shoulders, off my back as much as possible. It really helps me, one, to keep up with the dog, but also go those long weekends chasing birds and everything. So really recommend this vest. I got it over a year ago. I've enjoyed everything about it. I did get it from Shields. It was on sale. Normally they're around $200. I think I got mine for around $100. So just look for those deals out there. Now, starting out with the front, nothing super special. There's 2 pockets on each side. There's buttons here that are really helpful for securing items. For me, I usually only keep secure items such as my keys in there strapped up. Now, for me, I like to keep on the left side is where I kind of keep most of my gear for things I'm not needing because I'm a right-handed shooter. It's easier for me to get my right hand into the right pocket, so that's where I keep all my shells. In my left pocket, I usually keep my Letterman, just in case if I run into any snares or anything that I need to get the dog out of. Very helpful. It doesn't have to be a Letterman, it can be anything, any multi-tool. It's going to be helpful, but I keep that easily accessible just in case I have to get to the dog quickly. Also, depending on the weather, I would recommend kind of getting one of these ski masks. Just super lightweight. You're going to get hot pretty quick, so having it readily available for you. And then also I keep a pair of gloves. These are winter gloves. Just help for wind blocking, especially when I'm out on the prairie chasing birds. It just keeps my fingers warm and everything. I'll usually keep my keys in here. I would recommend tethering your keys to one of the straps here, just in case you lean over and you forget to collapse these, which is really nice. Your keys don't fall out, you're not losing them in the field. Pro tip, I would recommend keeping a spare set of keys in your gun bag, near your truck or somewhere along the lines in case you do lose your keys in the field. You're not stuck there forever. So now, as I said, in the right key, I usually keep my shells. There are some very nice shell holders integrated into this vest, which I highly recommend. But I'm usually shooting 20 gauge, so I'll usually keep shells in there. For me, I'm usually no more than an hour to 2 hours away from the truck, so I don't carry a whole box of shells. It's usually only 10 to 15 shells, depending on what I'm chasing out there that week. Now, working my way to the back, what I really like about this vest is it has the mesh, which really helps me from getting any back sweat, which I really find annoying with some of the other vests that I have had previously. It does have this integrated backpack that's kind of hard to see here, but really nice for storage. It comes with a D-ring in case you need to loop something on, or if you want to throw, I've seen people have camelbacks in here for extra water carrying capacity. I keep back here is my dog med kit, which we'll go through that in a little bit. An extra leash just in case I need to tie up the dog or walk the dog away from a field or along a road. And then a water bowl, a colossal water bowl. You can find these anywhere. There's different styles, different kinds. I like the cloth style. It's just easier to wrap up, and when it gets wet and everything, it's good. So again, you could store a bunch of stuff back here. If you're getting hot, you can take off your quarter zip, throw it back there, your jacket. Keeps it contained. It's not going to fall out, similar to like a strapped one where you have to roll it up and strap it. There's a chance for it to fall off. So I really liked having the secure ability of the strap vest. So we'll go over the med thing in a little bit. Integrated with this Orvis strapped vest are 2 water bottle holders on the side. Water bottles, it can hold bigger water bottles or smaller. I like these Gatorade $2 ones from Walmart. It just allows you to kind of squirt water into the dog's mouth, and for those not aware, you don't squirt it down the dog's throat, you squirt it across their mouth, let them kind of lap it up. That way they're not going to be coughing and hacking up all the water that you just try to get down their throat. So keep your dogs hydrated, but make sure you're doing it the right way. Now, other things that you could put in here, like I said, this is more geared for some earlier season, but you could also have extra pair of gloves. A winter hat is also very beneficial depending on how cool it gets in those days. And then Oops, I'm sorry, I forgot. But for me, I like to tether on my dog collar transmitter to the front. I just created this extra loop here just in case so it doesn't pull on things, etc. But there are 2 set D loops as well as a breast strap here for you that you can tether on there. For me, I'm running a DT Systems Wrap 1450. That's a beeper collar from DT Systems. I've really enjoyed it. It's very easy for me to know where the controls are without having to actually look at it. It comes kind of just with range of motion, just familiarizing yourself with the controller, but it's got everything there. I can jump up levels really quickly, so I highly recommend the DT Wrap 1450 if you don't have one or if you're looking for a collar. It's around 250 bucks for a collar and transmitter. And this is the receiver for the dog collar. I'm running beepers just because my dog is pretty small, so it's hard to see in those cattails. Just being able to run a beeper to locate her is really a nice feature that I highly recommend for those that are maybe running some smaller dogs and some thicker cover. Now, for the dog med kit, for those that haven't had to run into any issues of dogs being injured in the field, I would recommend carrying one. It doesn't have to be anything special. The goal of your med kit while in your bag is to get back to the truck. Make sure that you can give them the necessary care there. So really it's just quick triage and be able to get back to what's there. So for me, I keep everything pretty packed up. I got some gauze, some wipes, some Q-tips in case I get anything in the eyes or the ears that I can get out, some wrap and some tape, etc. I also then keep some electrical tape just in case. You never know what you're going to need it for. I also have some paracord just in case. You never know what paracord. It's very beneficial. It's $2 at Menards, so highly recommend it. The last most important thing that I usually keep, and I got these from Denny's actually, some honey packets. Just a quick shot of glucose for the dog in case you're seeing them a little wobbly. You never want to work them to that state of exercise-induced seizures, which is never fun, EIDs. But give them a shot of honey maybe after an hour or 2 hours if they're maybe running low or didn't eat that morning, which hopefully is never the case. Will help them keep going, give them that a little extra energy, a little shot of sugar. If you do have a dog that maybe gets seizures in the field, it's a very scary thing. You never want to observe it, but it does happen. Giving them some honey or even jelly would also work after the seizure or the event. Just kind of let them reset, and then you got to get back to your truck because you're working your dog too hard. Now, for everyone, their vest is very different. Everyone's going to have their opinions on what they want. This is just my opinion on kind of what works for me. Again, I really value the weight of the vest when I'm doing these long miles. I try to be as minimal as possible. Again, for me, I'm only maybe an hour to 2 hours away from my truck, so if anything goes wrong, I can quickly get back to there, hustle it back. Water-wise, I only usually carry 2 bottles. If I'm running more dogs, then I'll usually carry 3 or 4. Again, you can run a bladder if you want to in there or carry extra weight. This vest does carry 2 pheasants very, very easily. I would say it struggles to fit 3 pheasants in that late season, but for me, it's really not an issue because I'm usually pretty close to the truck that I can drop a bird off and then continue with my walk. So I hope this video is helpful for those that are maybe new to the upland community. For me, there's a ton of videos out there that you maybe don't know and you're trying to gather everything. For me, I went on not on a budget, but I really focused on finding something that worked for my style of hunting. Hopefully you're able to find something that works for you, and this video is very helpful. Otherwise, I wish you guys the best. Good luck on your Upland Path journey, and I'll see you next time.